In those early days, it was very, very exciting because the vision of free encyclopedia for everyone, it seemed a bit big and a bit daunting, but people were excited by it and motivated by it, and came, and they built this amazing thing for us all today.
That was Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales. They're recalling some of his thoughts when he set up one of the world's most popular websites 25 years ago today. For many people, the online encyclopedia has become the go-to source for information as opposed to printed reference works before the internet was invented. While Wikipedia has largely been a success story, some conservative politicians have begun questioning its neutrality, and the website is also facing headwinds from AI technologies like ChatGPT.
Wikipedia, one of the world's most visited internet sites. Many users couldn't imagine life without it. The online encyclopedia now boasts over 60 million articles in 300 languages. The website is the brainchild of Jimmy Wales, whose vision was for a shared knowledge resource maintained by a community of fellow users. Today, tens of thousands of volunteers help edit Wikipedia, including at parent company Wikimedia's San Francisco headquarters.
That first article I made was about the history of disability and education in France, and I still have people citing that article to me, like a decade later. You can see on Wikipedia how many people are reading those articles that you wrote. You can see the impact that you have.
Of course, the world and the internet have changed considerably over the past 25 years. Like people using the internet on smartphones, not just stationary computers. And increasingly, that includes artificial intelligence and chatbots. Wikipedia welcomes collaboration with new developments, but wants big tech to pay its fair share.
We're trying to work with these companies to basically say, you're using Wikipedia, like everybody needs Wikipedia because it's human curated knowledge. You should probably chip in and pay for your fair share of the cost that you're putting on us.
25 years on, one thing hasn't changed for Wikipedia: its dedication to neutral information accessible to everyone.
And we can now speak to Lisa Sides-Gruwell. She's a deputy to the CEO of the Wikimedia Foundation, the nonprofit that hosts Wikipedia. Welcome to DW, Lisa. I want to start by asking, what is Wikipedia to you?
Wikipedia to me is just one of the best examples of people from around the world volunteering their time to do something really wonderful for the world. Wikipedia isn't, the people who write Wikipedia do this because they care about knowledge and they want to share it with the world. And it's just a really beautiful thing that they're doing. So for me, it's just humanity.
Sorry to
its
jump
best.
in there, but it's because of that, it's often called the last bastion of the early internet, that idea of open source information, of collaboration for the sake of collaboration, for the creation of something communal. How has Wikipedia been able to maintain their non-for-profit model when so many others who emerged around the same time didn't?
Yeah, we're so lucky. We're funded by about 8 million people around the world. You see those banners on the top of Wikipedia. People chip in, around $25 to make Wikipedia work. And I think there's a recognition out there that our knowledge, the knowledge that we share in the world, should be owned by the people. It should be written by people and owned by the people. It's our shared reality. And that's not something that people want to be owned by governments or corporations. They want that to be owned by people. And that's what makes us unique.
How would you say the emergence and growth, of course, of Wikipedia throughout the past quarter century has affected access to knowledge around the world?
Well, it's really incredible. If you think about, when I grew up, I was lucky enough to have a set of encyclopedias. But, I think when I look at my elementary school class, probably about half those students didn't have that. And now with the emergence of and just the ubiquitousness of cell phones, really everybody can access the internet. one way or another. And that internet penetration just continues to grow. So we're really democratizing knowledge and democratizing access to knowledge, particularly in places where there's not a lot of access to libraries. So it's really incredible just how much we've democratized knowledge and how much we've been able to bring access to knowledge worldwide.
Yeah. That said, what would you say are Wikipedia's biggest weak spots?
I think our biggest weak spots right now are the knowledge gaps. So, we have 65 million articles, which is really, really remarkable, but there's still an underrepresentation of knowledge from Africa, knowledge from parts of Asia. And the people who contribute to Wikipedia still predominantly come from the Western world. So we're actively trying to grow our community in these places and create interventions, create programs to grow knowledge, to grow the knowledge in Wikipedia that's left out.
You're probably aware that one of the co-founders of Wikipedia, Larry Sanger, he says that the site's founding principle of neutrality has been sacrificed in favor of ideology, basically accusing Wikipedians, the people who write the articles, of a left-wing bias. What do you say to that?
Yeah. So Larry Sanger was around for the first 2 years of Wikipedia when it was really something that was based in the US and Europe. And as we've grown, the perspectives on Wikipedia and the knowledge that have been contributed have become more global. So I would say it's not about liberal or conservative. It's what happens when you bring people from every corner of the world to write something together. It makes it more global. And you see perspectives from just a wide range, quite frankly, that, just from a group of people who just weren't included in the conversation in the early days. And now they are. And I think that makes the perspective, like I say, more global. And it opens all of our eyes to different perspectives.
That world that you say that wants to fit into Wikipedia has, of course, changed a lot in the past 25 years. How has that affected Wikipedia as an operation, not when it comes to the content?
So as an operation, we've had to become very, very multilingual, right? When I open my email in the morning, I get email from all over the world, and the first thing I have to do is figure out what language this is coming to me in. And when we show up at events, every year we have a big conference called Wikimania. This year, it's going to be in Paris. Last year, it was in Nairobi. You meet people from all over the world. And we've had to make sure that everything we do is inclusive of both their cultures and language.
Yeah.
And we've had to overcome some of the challenges it takes for people from very low-income parts of the world to participate in our projects.
Yeah,
and
we don't have too much time. I do want to get to something very important, because the past 25 years we've also seen the rise of misinformation, of disinformation. How does Wikipedia handle that, especially when the number of Wikipedians has stagnated over the past 10 years and articles, there's more and more every day? How do you ensure quality control when the truth, frankly, has become something so debatable?
Yeah, I think perspectives on the truth have become debatable, but there's still really quality information out there in the world, and that's what Wikipedians do. They go and find the best sources and debate what those sources are, and then accurately reflect in Wikipedia what those sources say. And so that's what they're doing. And we are continuing to grow the number of people who edit Wikipedia. And for anybody who's concerned about misinformation, one of the best things that you can do is become a Wikipedia editor. So we encourage everybody who's concerned about the world's knowledge, concerned about misinformation, to join us.
A call to
host
action
editathons and trainings all over the world, and we would love to have you be a part of it.
That was Lisa Sides-Gruwell, Deputy to the CEO of the Wikimedia Foundation. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you.